Hey everyone, and welcome to another Halloween Caesar review. Today I'm doing another product review. This is a really nice Mexican train Dominoes set, and this is from, again, Yellow Mountain Imports, and they have a few different varieties of Dominoes that you can get from their website, and this is a really nice set. I like this set a lot. I've had a set in the past that had, a very simplistic plastic hub with some plastic trains, and this is definitely a step up from that. Let's go ahead and show you what this set comes with and tell you some of my thoughts. So first of all, this set does come with a set of instructions that teaches how to play Mexican trains, and it has it's pretty simplistic, but it does cover just the Mexican trains rules. And for this one, there is some slight variations, that you can find online, but I found this to be a pretty well developed and presented rule set for the game. It also comes with a nice big scoring pad for the game as well. And so you got players' names and all the different rounds, as well as the total here, and a good chunk of those. Again, not something necessary, but really kind of nice and handy to have. And let's just get to this. So you got the rule and the score pad out of the way. Let's go ahead and show you, before we get to the hub and the trains and everything, the actual case for this. Look at this. It is a giant domino. How cool is that? So a very nice wood. And then on here, it's got a little bit of an indent to it. And just kind of this darker color on the wood there. It's so cool. So it's a nice hefty wood box here. On the side here, on the bottom, we have some nice felt here, just brown felt. It is fairly substantial, very heavy with all the dominoes in there. The box itself isn't too bad, but it is, a good substantial box. So let's go ahead and show you inside. So it's got a couple of hinges here on the sides, and you just have to kind of pull on it. There's not a notch. That's just like a very small minor comment of, hey, it would be really nice to have just a little notch in the lid here that make it a little bit easier to pull up, but easily can be done. You just have to kind of pull up, put my fingernail kind of under there to grab onto it sometimes, but you can just kind of put pressure on that side and pull it up. It's got a couple of, shift this over, a couple of magnets embedded right here. Very powerful magnets. You can kind of see through some of the paint there. This one's covered in paint, but, and I think there actually may be, curious, I think it's only the set of two magnets, but I think it works really well. It you can see here, if I turn this upside down and shake it, it doesn't pop off or anything. So I think it's very good quality lid and magnet closure there. Okay, as far as inside the box, you open it up here, you can see the hinges. Here is where, of course, the hub for the trains fits, right down there. Very nice. And the trains, excuse me, man. The trains here came in this little baggie, and so keep those in there, and just keep those loose on top of there. Now, so as far as the hub that goes in here, is a nice wood here. It's printed on graphics. You'll notice like this, it's not like perfect. Like this track right here is printed kind of on an angle, not a big deal. All the other ones seem to be printed pretty straight, but this one you see is just a little wonky. But other than that, it's a nice little hub here. So it's got the wood there. It's got a nice rise to it, and all the dominoes fit in there nice. It's got a little wiggle room to it, which is nice to get in and out, so you're not struggling. You don't have to flip it over to get it out. You can pull them in and out pretty easy for the start of each round. So the hub is nice. I like that. The trains are nice. They're a nice metal train, and they have a few different colors to them, or a few different type of finishes or color to the metals. Here you kind of have a gold, there's a silver, there's more of a kind of a bronzish one, and then there's kind of like this grayish blackish train color as well. So nice set of trains. They're not all different, so you have sets of 2, but they don't really need to be different colors for the game to work. But I really like the little metal trains. They're just a nice quality train token. So you got a set of those that work well. And then we get to the actual domino. So you can see here with some of the movement and shifting in the box, some of these have shifted around a little bit. But they all store well in here. The one comment, I did contact them, so maybe you'll see some change in this. All of these dominoes were like wrapped in a plastic and in kind of like a sheets of, I don't know if it was like 12 or 20 or whatever dominoes in a sheet, in a stack, and you'd kind of break open the plastic and unwrap them. And that kept them, very, very nice. The only comment that I really had was the blank domino, I guess, is shipped just free in this. And with it moving around and shipping and everything, this obviously just came out. You got wedged in the wood here between the wrapped dominoes. And so you can kind of see here on this side, it just has a few scuffs of color that have rubbed off from the wood onto the domino. So I did mention to that to them, to Yellow Mountain, and they talked about that they'll maybe talk to the manufacturer and see if they could maybe evaluate if there's a better way to do that. Even if it's just, putting this in a baggie or something. So anyway, not a huge deal to me as far as gameplay and everything. You can kind of compare the dominoes there, but that, for me anyway, it just ended up on the actual blank side. So if I were to mix these all up with the other dominoes, I actually couldn't tell which is which. So didn't impact gameplay at all. Just something I would mention. I don't know how quickly or if they are going to change that, but got a little bit of scuffs on it there. Not a huge deal. But yeah, as far as the dominoes go, they have sets with the actual numbers, or you can do the dots. I actually really, really like this set. They have some nice color to it. The dots look great. They're very vibrant. But the other thing with this set, which is interesting, with like the metal, they kind of go along with the metal trains, are these coloring, these kind of metallic colors. So you see that kind of gold dot color there, and you have the little silver dot color. I thought that was just a really, really cool look to the dominoes. I really like it a lot. So very, very happy with the dominoes. Good quality dominoes in this set. So everything fits in here well. My only comment, I have a few minor things that I would change as far as the set goes as well. is this score pad. While it's nice that it's nice and big, I kind of wish that they would actually just get rid of this last column and kind of shift this over, just make it slightly smaller, because then it would fit in one of these sides. As it is right now, it just fits like this, which is fine. But again, it's going to put some bend on this, and it would be really nice if they just got rid of that last column, because then it would actually fit in one of the sides. And honestly, that may solve their issue with shipping, because you stick all the trains in the bag, you have the domino in there, and then if this fits snug and you cut that off and you fit it just right down in there, that may help a little bit. The other thing that maybe I could have seen them doing is to make this just a little bit shallower, because you have a lot of dominoes very heavy on this side, and you have something very light taking up all this space here. And honestly, I feel like they could have had like a shelf insert here to take a row of this, and they could have made this just a little bit thinner. That's my only comment of how they maybe could have packaged this just a little bit better, to make, you know, use of all the room there and make this fit in there a little nicer. But if you have a nice sharp knife or something, you probably just do it yourself. Cut off that last column, have it fit in there a little better. But to me, not a huge deal, even on this angle, right? Everything fits in there well. Stick the trains in there, and there you have it. Nice domino set from Yellow Mountain Imports. Very, very happy with the dominoes, the hub, the trains, and the case itself. Really, really nice, really cool domino set from Yellow Mountain Imports. And that is how Lou sees it.